Well, I got a lot of stuff done today, and instead of making a bunch of little videos and posting them, I decided I'm just gonna throw them all together and give you an update video of what's been going on around here. So enjoy. Here's our compost pile. I know I've showed it before, I think really early on when we first built it, and I've talked about it in other videos. It's doing pretty good. I mean, it could have been a little better. I think it got a little too wet, so it's kind of clumpy and messy when you dig into it, but it still works. You could take a big clump of that and throw it right around a plant, and then as you water it, it will all the compost, all the water that runs through it, it'll pull all that nutrients down into the ground, and the plant will get all the beneficial nutrients from it. So it still works. It's messier than I wanted it to be, but sometimes that just happens. We had crazy rain, and I should have had a tarp over it, but I didn't. So like I said, it's wet and messy, but it'll still do the trick. So that's that. That's the compost and how that's going. I had some corn growing in these cells here, as you can see. And I had it on the ground over there in the main garden. I'm in the side garden now, the potatoes and the onions. And the roots came out of the bottom, and this was kind of fused to the ground in the other garden over there. So I'm gonna try to plant this now over here. Hopefully it takes good. I don't know if I'm going to end up killing them by pulling these roots through. They should be okay. We'll see what happens though. I have 6 of them, and I'm actually going to put them where the onions didn't grow. I was a little disappointed in the onions because I planted 32. I got, I think, 15 of them here, but I got a few that grew there, and there's a big gap, which I already dug 6 holes in for the corn, and then they started growing again over there. So I'm just basically going to put this corn in here, and hopefully it does good. Let's see here if I can even get it out of here without destroying all the roots. It's going to be the hard part. I'm doing it one-handed because I'm using my phone to film this, so there's no tripod. Come on, don't break. There we go. Salvage some of the roots there. It's not really focusing on it. Here we go. So I'm just going to lay that in there, and I'm going to get them all on the ground first. Then I'll fill them in. Squeeze these roots through here. Like that. Just squeeze all around each cell to loosen them up. That one came out easy. Yeah, the roots are actually coming through pretty good. I thought they'd all start ripping off. These are really root bound, so we'll see what happens. I'm not going to tease the roots out. It looks like we have a good enough structure there. So, great. There we go. That looks nice. The last 2. These 2 have the most roots. For whatever reason, this side of the cell got, I don't know if it was in a better, collected water down the bottom here, if this was on the low side or whatever, but way more roots down here. So these ones are going to be a little pain to get through here. There we go. Roots are strong though, so hopefully they do good. Last one. This one's got the most. I lost some off of that one. It's really not a big deal though. They should be fine. This one does not want to let go. Break those apart a little bit. There it is. Look at that. Nice. Okay. Just going to stand these up. I'm going to try to do this with the camera on. Not the easiest thing in the world to do with one hand. So if the corn goes out of the frame here, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this all with one hand. Just push down a little bit. I don't want to crush any roots or damage anything. This one I actually have to fill the hole in a little. Dug a little too deep there. There we go. That should be good. Yeah, these aren't going to be in the straightest line ever, but as long as they're in the ground, they grow, they'll all taste the same. So, whether in a straight line or not. This area over here is becoming like the garden of misfit plants. This second plot that we have over here. But it's the first year for this second one, so it'll take it a couple years to get really established. Next year I might do all my garlic here in this side. In this new plot. Well, I shouldn't say next year. This year, when I plant it in October. Alright. It's good. One more. This one I definitely have to fill the hole in a little bit. There we go. Once again, sorry for the crappy filming, but kind of hard to do when you have to hold your phone with one hand and try to plant stuff in the other one. Alright, so there's that. Got those 6 planted. There's the onions, corn, more onions, and there's a gap there too, so maybe something will end up going in there. Maybe I'll get some more onion sets or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. When I need a spot for something, it'll go there. But the potatoes are doing pretty good. And that's that. Here's the apple tree. He's doing pretty good. Got little apples all over the place. So we're gonna have a lot of apples this year, which is a good thing. I mean, these aren't really like the sweetest apples in the world. I don't really eat them. I've had a taste of them every now and again, but they're really grainy. But they bring the deer in, and as you can tell from my very old 3D target there, I'm a hunter, so anytime I have deer coming in, that's a good thing. But yeah, apple tree's doing good. We finally took the separation down between the chickens last night. They're still pecking at each other, but for the most part, they're pretty calm. We had them side by side for, I don't know, 2 months probably, where they could see each other at least a month to 2 months. I'll have to look and figure it out. I think it was about 2 months. But they're doing pretty good. I mean, when you mix them up, they always peck each other, but nothing too crazy. We did it late last night when it got dark. I don't know, everyone usually says it's better to introduce 2 flocks of chickens together at night, so that's what we did. And so far, so good. A couple little pecks here and there, but no real damage done to any of the chickens, so that's a good sign. But yeah, they're doing pretty good. I have to get some more straw for here. You can see in the coop it's nice. There's a lot of straw in there, but I've got to get more for out here. It's pretty barren looking. But yeah, a little bit of fighting. Nothing too crazy. I love those Aracanas. Those gray feathers, it's almost like a blue-gray to it. They look really cool. And that black one's also an Aracana. I think this one's gonna go after my toes here. But yeah, they're doing pretty good. None of the 7 younger ones are laying any eggs yet. Probably, I don't know, maybe another 4 to 6 weeks. So we'll be getting a lot more eggs soon here. We get 4 a day now from the 4 older ones. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just happy it went pretty well so far. It's been about, I don't know, 15 hours since we switched them, since we took the divider down in the cage. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully everything works out good. Thanks for watching.